There's a fire burning in your blood, a flame lit by your ancestors, a flame you don't even know you possess. Helena Blavatsky uncovered something religions have tried to hide for millennia, something about the sexual energy flowing through your ancestral heritage. And today, you will discover exactly what kind of ancestral fire you've inherited. But before I reveal the 4 specific types of sexual heritage, I need to tell you something unsettling. In 1888, when Blavatsky published The Secret Doctrine, she was persecuted, not just by the church, but by secret societies that guarded this knowledge for generations, because she had broken the ultimate taboo. The taboo on how sexual energy transmits across generations, how it carries codes, powers, abilities most people don't even dream of possessing. Have you ever felt something different about yourself? Something you can't explain, an energy that pulses when you're intimate, an ability to sense things others don't, to affect people in ways you don't understand? This isn't coincidence. It's heritage. It's ancestral power coursing through your veins. Helena Blavatsky spent years studying ancient Tibetan scrolls, ancient Egyptian papyri, lost tantric practices. And she discovered there are exactly 4 types of ancestral sexual heritage, 4 different flames that may have been ignited in your lineage, and each one confers a specific power, a gift that can completely transform how you experience your sexuality and your life. The first type, the rarest, is the manifesting heritage. If you inherited this flame, your sexual power isn't just for pleasure, it's for creating reality, for manifesting desires. The ancients called this sexual alchemy, but it wasn't superstition, it was science. The science of how sexual energy, when consciously channeled, can reshape your reality. Sexual manifestors have a very specific characteristic. When they're highly sexually aroused, strange things start to happen. Coincidences multiply. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. The right people show up at the right time, as if the universe conspires in favor of their desires. And this isn't metaphor, it's ancestral power working through their sexual energy. But there's an unmistakable sign. Manifestors always feel an intense connection between sexual desire and the desire to conquer. When they're sexually active, their ambition explodes, their projects accelerate, their goals materialize more quickly. It's as if sexual energy fuels a cosmic manifestation machine. The second type of heritage is even more unsettling. It's the healing heritage. If this is your ancestral flame, your sexual power can literally heal, physically and emotionally. I'm not talking about placebo. I'm talking about accelerated cellular regeneration, about emotional traumas dissolving after deep intimacy, about partners reporting mysterious health improvements after being with you. Sexual healers carry a unique magnetic energy. Wounded people are unconsciously drawn to them, not just romantically. In every aspect of life, it's as if they emanate a vibration that promises relief, restoration, deep healing through intimate connection. But here's the secret Helena Blavatsky discovered. Sexual healers pay a price. They absorb the pain of others. And if they don't learn to protect themselves energetically, if they don't master ancestral purification techniques, they can be consumed by the wounds they heal. That's why so many healers live intense but unstable relationships. They heal, but they exhaust themselves in the process. The third type of heritage is the most haunting. It's the seer heritage. If you carry this flame, your sexual energy isn't just physical, it's multidimensional. You see through people, you feel their true intentions, you anticipate behaviors, and during the sexual act, during moments of ecstasy, you have visions, premonitions, insights you can't logically explain. Sexual seers live an expanded reality. They know things they shouldn't know. They sense betrayals before they happen. They identify lies with surgical precision, and this makes them irresistible and dangerous because partners feel like they're being constantly read. as if there are no possible secrets. But there's a trademark of seers. During intimacy, they experience what Blavatsky called dimensional bleed-through. For a few seconds, during climax, they access information that doesn't belong to the present moment. They might see the partner's past or possible futures. It's disturbing, it's intense, and it's unmistakable. The fourth and final type, the most controversial, is the transmuting heritage. If this is your ancestral flame, you don't just experience sexual energy, you transform it into explosive creativity, into magnetic charisma, into a presence that alters entire environments. Transmuters are the people who enter a room and everyone notices, even without speaking, even without moving. There's an energetic intensity that emanates from them, a sexual force that has been refined, distilled, converted into pure personal power. They can go months without sex and use that accumulated energy for revolutionary creative projects. Or they can channel sexual energy into a presence so magnetic that they can influence crowds with just a glance. But transmuters live a constant dilemma. They need to choose to use sexual energy for physical pleasure or for spiritual power. They rarely manage to have both simultaneously. It's as if there's an energetic valve that needs to be consciously directed. Now, here's the truth. Helena Blavatsky discovered, and that almost cost her life. Most people inherit not just one type, but a combination, a dominant type and a secondary one. And when you discover your specific combination, when you learn to consciously activate your ancestral gifts, your sex life becomes a tool for personal and cosmic transformation. But there's a problem. Ancestral heritage doesn't activate automatically. It lies dormant, waiting for you to awaken to your true sexual nature. And for that, you need to identify the signs. The codes your ancestors left imprinted on your body, your mind, your energy. Stop for a moment, breathe deeply, feel your sexual energy right now, not as a desire for pleasure, but as a force, an electric current running through your body. Can you feel it? That sensation, that inner vibration, is the ancestral flame trying to communicate with you. Helena Blavatsky discovered that there are 3 ways to identify your ancestral sexual heritage. The first is through your patterns of attraction. Who are you magnetically drawn to, and why? Manifestors are drawn to ambitious people, healers to the wounded, seers to human mysteries, transmuters to pure intensity. The second way is through your sexual dreams. Not the obvious content, but the sensations, the emotions, the symbolic images that appear. Manifestors dream of power and conquest during erotic dreams. Healers dream of merging and dissolving. Seers dream of eyes that see through everything. Transmuters dream of fire that burns and purifies. The third way, the most precise, is through observing your effects on others. How do people react to your sexual energy? Do they feel empowered, healed, understood, transformed? The answer reveals which ancestral flame you carry. But there's something Helena Blavatsky discovered that changed everything. She realized that ancestral sexual heritage isn't just individual, it's also familial, generational, and it can be traced. You can discover what kind of sexual energy coursed through your lineage for generations, and why you are destined to awaken this dormant force in your generation. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, they carried signs, clues about which ancestral flame they passed down to you. And when you connect those dots, when you understand your family's energetic inheritance, you unlock not only your own power, but the accumulated power of entire generations. The truth is unsettling. Sexual energy doesn't die with the body. It transmits, it accumulates, it concentrates, and sometimes a person is born as the receptacle of all the ancestral sexual power of an entire lineage, the chosen one to awaken the flame that has been prepared for decades, for centuries. Have you felt different since childhood? Like you carried something others couldn't understand? like there was an energetic responsibility you didn't fully comprehend. This could be a sign that you are the focal point of your lineage's sexual heritage. And if it's true, if you truly carry concentrated ancestral sexual power, then your mission is not just to awaken your own sacred sexuality. It's to awaken the ancestral flame that can transform not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. Because concentrated sexual power, activated ancestral sexual power, doesn't stay contained in just one person. It expands, it multiplies, it spreads. But Helena Blavatsky went beyond identification. She discovered the techniques, the secret rituals, the exact methods to activate each type of ancestral sexual heritage. And that's what almost cost her life. Because once you awaken your ancestral flame, once you consciously activate your inherited sexual power, there's no turning back. You become what you were always meant to be. I will reveal the methods she discovered, but I need to warn you, these are not techniques to be used lightly. They mess with forces that have been dormant for generations, and when you activate them, when you awaken the sexual heritage of your ancestors, you assume responsibility for everything that has been passed down to you. The power and the price. To awaken the manifesting heritage, Helena Blavatsky discovered what she called the ritual of sexual intention. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's dangerous if used incorrectly. For 21 consecutive days before any sexual activity, whether alone or with a partner, you must visualize exactly what you want to manifest in your life. Not during the act, before. Charging your sexual energy with pure intention before releasing it. But here's the secret she discovered. The manifestor's sexual energy needs to be directed to only one desire at a time. If you try to manifest multiple things simultaneously, the force disperses. It becomes impotent. That's why ancestral manifestors were so focused, so obsessive about their goals. They knew their sexual energy was a weapon of creation, and weapons need precise aim. The result of the ritual is always the same. Between the 15th and 21st day, impossible coincidences begin to happen. People appear out of nowhere, offering exactly what you visualized. Opportunities align supernaturally. It's as if the entire universe conspires to deliver your desires. Because in fact, that's exactly what's happening. To awaken the healing heritage, the method is completely different. Blavatsky discovered that sexual healers need to learn to breathe through the heart during intimacy. This is not a metaphor. It's a specific technique. You breathe imagining that the air enters and exits through the center of your chest. And with each exhale, you visualize golden light leaving your heart and enveloping your partner or yourself. But there's a crucial component she discovered in ancient Tibetan scrolls. Sexual healers can only heal what they have already healed within themselves. If you carry unresolved traumas, your healing energy becomes contaminated. Therefore, the first step to activating the healing heritage is always to heal your own sexual wounds first. The sign that the heritage is activated is unmistakable. People start feeling better after being with you, not just emotionally, physically. Headaches disappear, tensions dissolve, insomnia heals. It's as if your sexual presence has become an energetic balm that restores everything that is wounded. To awaken the seer heritage, Helena Blavatsky discovered the method of the fixed gaze. During sexual intercourse, at moments of high intensity, you must look directly into your partner's eyes without blinking for at least 30 consecutive seconds. This activates what she called dimensional vision, the ability to see beyond the physical surface. But here's what she didn't publish in her books. What she only revealed to initiated disciples. Sexual seers can see not only the expanded present, they can access the ancestral sexual memories of the partner, the wounds, the pleasures, the experiences that shape the sexuality of entire generations. It's disturbing. It's overly intimate, and that's why many seers choose to live alone. The sign of activation is always dramatic. During sexual climax, images that do not belong to the present moment begin to invade your mind. Unfamiliar faces, places you've never visited, emotions that aren't yours. It's the ancestral heritage manifesting through the energetic opening of ecstasy. To awaken the transmuting heritage, the method is the most rigorous. Helena Blavatsky discovered that transmuters need to alternate periods of total celibacy with periods of intense sexuality. It's like charging an energy battery, accumulating sexual force through abstinence, and then consciously channel it for creation or influence. The cycle Helena Blavatsky discovered is precise: 40 days of complete celibacy, followed by 7 days of focused, intentional sexuality. During celibacy, sexual energy isn't repressed. It's refined, distilled, converted into personal magnetism. And during the 7 days of release, this refined energy is directed toward creative projects or to exert influence over others. Activated transmuters develop an almost hypnotic presence. They enter a room and everyone stops to look, not because of physical beauty, but because of an energetic intensity that's impossible to ignore. It's as if they radiate sexual energy converted into pure charisma. But Helena Blavatsky discovered something even more unsettling. She realized some people don't inherit just one type of ancestral sexual power. They inherit combinations, and each combination creates unique, hybrid capabilities, far exceeding the pure types. Manifesting healing is the rarest combination. Only 3% of the population carries this double inheritance. They can manifest healing, literally create realities where illnesses vanish, where trauma dissolves, where wounded people find not just relief, but complete transformation. Seer transmuting is the most powerful combination and the most dangerous. They see the truth about people and have the power to influence them profoundly. They are the spiritual leaders, the gurus, the manipulators, depending on how they use their ancestral inheritance. Healing seer is the most empathetic combination. They don't just heal, they see exactly where the wound is, how it was created, and what the specific path to healing is. They are natural therapists, intuitive psychologists, healers who work not just with the body, but with the soul. Manifesting seer is the most strategic combination. They see opportunities others don't and have the power to transform them into reality. They are the visionary entrepreneurs, the inventors, the creators who anticipate future needs. Now, pause for a moment. Feel your sexual energy again. But this time, pay attention to the details, the nuances. Do you feel just a current of force, or do you feel layers, different intensities, distinct energetic qualities? Because if you feel layers, if your sexual energy has multiple frequencies, you may carry a hybrid inheritance. But Helena Blavatsky discovered something that completely changed her understanding of ancestral sexual inheritance. She realized activation doesn't happen only individually. It also happens in groups, in families, in entire lineages awakening simultaneously. There's something she called the family awakening. When one person activates their ancestral sexual inheritance, it creates energetic waves that reach other family members. Distant cousins begin having strange dreams. Relatives who never cared about spirituality start asking profound questions. It's as if the activation of one member awakens the dormant ancestral flame in the entire lineage. And this explains why you might be feeling an urgency to discover your ancestral sexual gifts now. Perhaps someone in your family has already begun the awakening process, and the flame is spreading, calling each member of the lineage to claim their power, to activate their inheritance, to become who they were truly always destined to be. But there's a final aspect Helena Blavatsky discovered, and which she considered the most important of all. Ancestral sexual inheritance isn't just about personal power, it's about planetary mission. Each type of inheritance, each combination, serves a higher purpose in the evolution of human consciousness. Manifestors are here to demonstrate that reality is malleable, that consciousness can alter matter. Healers are here to restore the connection between sexuality and the sacred, to heal the collective wound that separated body and spirit. Seers are here to expand human perception, to show that there are dimensions of reality beyond the physical. Transmuters are here to teach that sexual energy is the most powerful force in the universe, and that it can be refined, directed, used to accelerate spiritual evolution. When you awaken your ancestral sexual inheritance, you're not just empowering yourself, you are serving a greater plan. You are fulfilling the mission your ancestors prepared for you. You are becoming an agent of planetary transformation through your sacred sexuality. And maybe that's why you came here, to this knowledge, to these revelations that Helena Blavatsky almost died to preserve. Because your time has come. The time to awaken, the time to activate, the time to claim the sexual power that has always flowed through your veins. The ancestral flame is lit, the inheritance is available, the knowledge has been revealed. Now the choice is yours. Will you ignore the call of your blood, or will you embrace the power your ancestors ignited and transmitted specifically to you? Because one thing is certain, the ancestral sexual energy flowing through your veins won't wait forever. It wants to be activated. It wants to be used. It wants to transform not only your life, but the world through you. The only question that remains is, are you ready to discover who you truly are when all your ancestral sexual inheritance is awakened and activated? The answer is pulsating within you right now. You just need the courage to feel it.